Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Joanne Keys. Beautiful, beautiful music. Welcome to Unity of Jupiter. It's another beautiful Sunday, and we have some exciting things coming up today. Reverend John Considine is our guest speaker. John and I go way back to 1994 exactly, when we were both in a production of A Man for All Seasons at the EC Theater. It was actually the first show at it was at that time the brand new EC Theater. You played Cromwell, I played Henry VIII.
I played the evil Cromwell, to be noted.
So he's got a great talk planned for us. He's also going to be singing, and I will be singing too. So this should be a very, very interesting service. So we welcome you. We thank you for coming, all of you online. So let's all stand up and sing together our gathering song, My Soul is Welcome Here. Do we have the track? Hold on. We're waiting for the track. One moment, please. It's on the thumb drive. Here we go. Yeah!
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah.
Larry, next slide.
All right. I'm in the right place.
Right place,
Right time.
right time.
I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place.
Right place,
Right time.
right time.
I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome here.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Take it away,
Good
Rev.
morning. Wow, well, I love that song, and your soul is welcome here too. Did you know that? Not just mine, but yours. So glad that you're here with me today. Welcome to Unity of Jupiter, a down-to-earth and out of this world. I love that, a down-to-earth and out of this world spiritual community, creating heaven and earth. You know, heaven on earth. Now, you know, a lot of churches are about making sure we go to heaven after we die. No, we're not about that at all. We're about creating heaven right here and now, through our thinking, through our thoughts, through our vibrational frequency, through the unity truth that we teach. That's why I show up on Sundays. So glad that you're here. Let's see. So the opening prayer. Take a moment and go to prayer. We give thanks for this opportunity to be together this wonderful, beautiful morning in this spiritual community. We give thanks for this beautiful day. Isn't it just a gorgeous day? Thank you, divine friend, for this beautiful universe, this beautiful planet Earth. We're so grateful for this gorgeous day. In the company of good friends and new friends, and for the opportunity and possibility of awakening and traveling to higher states of consciousness through the spiritual lessons we will consider today and our meditation and our interactions with each other. Thank you, divine friend. We take a moment now and take stock of our intentions in life and give thanks for their fulfillment in advance. What are my intentions in life? What am I setting out to do with my life? Give thanks for those intentions, those desires, and I know they're coming to pass. We take a moment and think of the good things in our lives and give thanks for the good things in our lives now. We know that the law of mind action, the law of attraction define our futures, and we are grateful always. We have thanks for all the ministers who have served this place and all the volunteers who have served this spiritual community, or whether they're here with us now or have moved on. We love and bless you and appreciate you, and we offer a loving blessing for all the folks who've come before us and made this time that we have possible. Thank you. Thank you so much, divine friend, for blessing them and for blessing us. So be it, and so it is. Amen. Okay, so we have an affirmation, do we? Is that right?
Statement of faith.
A statement of faith. Thank you. Together, God is all there is and present everywhere. This is the force of love and wisdom that underlies all of existence. Yes, and our affirmation, when I change my thinking, I change my life. Together, when I change my thinking, I change my life. Do you know that that's true? Can you feel that that's true? Maybe you've experienced it in your life. If it's new to you, let's try to say it with a feeling in your heart right now. Can we go back to that? Yeah, there we go. Together, when I change my thinking, I change my life. Yay. Awesome. Love that truth. All right, so this now, what do we have going? A congregation song. What an idea. I thought it might be a song. Let's do a song.
All right, everybody, let's all stand up and join together in singing Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise. We got a track? Whoa! My ears aren't so healthy. Right? Thank you. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. One more time. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Next slide. Little birdie told me that life is so sweet. As I listen to the song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite. Love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my Birdie told me that life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite. Love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. All right, thank you very much. Everybody sit down and make yourselves comfortable. Patrick, you're up.
Listening to a book, one of Ram Dass's books, where he was saying he was at a speaker meeting, being introduced, and he was being introduced so welcomingly and great and praising and everything. And he stood up, and instead of walking up one of the steps, he tried to jump up, and he fell, and he was bleeding, and it was crazy. Anyway, I didn't fall. So, I'd like to welcome everybody here. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Patrick, young Patrick, one of your board members. Let us start off today with our affirmation of unity, a core value of unity. And that's not it. Okay. Unity core value, spirit-led. We are centered in God. Spiritually means our thoughts, actions as we create a world of thirst and for all. Okay. And today's daily word is thoughtful. I am thoughtful and deed and are a blessing. Today I bring the love of peace of God to all of my encounters by being thoughtful. More than politeness and deeper than kindness, thoughtfulness means I consider the comfort and happiness of others equal to my own. My intention is to let those in my life know that they are what they mean to me. I may reach out to someone who needs an encouraging word, letting them know that they have what it takes to succeed. I may surprise someone with a kind act or anticipating a need or taking care of something for them before they have to ask. Each thoughtful word and act lets me in my life know how important they are to me and how worthy they are of my time and attention. Today's word is from Hebrews 13:16. Do not neglect to do good and to share that what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. Okay, so we have some announcements. The first announcement is that there'll be a special meeting next Sunday in the sanctuary here after our service for the purpose of approving an additional $10,000 to support Origin Ministry as they refinance the mortgage currently being held by Unity of Jupiter. As you may recall, a special meeting was held on June 19th, at which time the members were voted to allow the expenditure of up to $100,000 for the Origins Ministry to refinance their note. They have now been approved for the new mortgage with a lender and are set to close in October. Once the refinancing closes, Unity of Jupiter will receive the remaining principal on the mortgage we currently hold with Origin Ministries, improving our cash flow and encouraging our continued operation. This is an important meeting, and all active members are encouraged to attend.
Let me just insert here.
Thank you, Michael.
The reason for the additional $10,000 is pretty simple, and we'll explain it next Sunday. But basically, at the time we asked you to vote on the $100,000, that was based on the interest rates at that time. And that was back in June. Interest rates have gone up, so that means the cost of closing has also gone up by approximately $10,000. And the objective of Origin Ministries was for them to refinance the note that we're currently holding without costing their church any additional monies. So as your board of trustees, we're required to get your permission for any expenditures over $25,000. So we're going to need your approval if we are going to go forward with this additional $10,000 expenditure. We'll give you all the details on Sunday. I hope you all show up.
Thank you, Michael. Second announcement is we have some very good news regarding the church's move to our new location. Our official last day has been postponed to November 15th. How did this happen? One of our board members reviewed the lease, and we realized that we had been reading the move-out date incorrectly. Sounds like something I might do. So let's thank God for this unexpected gift and enjoy the extra month we'll have here to enjoy this beautiful property. The third announcement, we have a great guest speakers lined up for our Sunday services through the month of September and into October, some of whom you may already know. Next Sunday, the 25th, will be Reverend Bob Lucken, and Judith Churchman will be leading the service, followed by Reverend Tom Shiner. That's what I said. On October 2nd. Our own John Denny will be here on October 9th, backed by a popular demand. On the 16th will be Reverend Judith Elia.
Oh,
So mark your calendar.
Judy's wonderful. Judy Aaliyah, yes.
She was here, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, love Judy.
A month. Oh, spectacular. Absolutely. Okay. Introducing our meditation song, How to Lead Us into Meditation. Please join us with Surely the Presence. And Michael, I'll let you lead on that.
Thank you,
Thank very
Patrick.
much.
Whenever you're ready, John.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
And so we take a nice deep breath and relax into that living, loving presence of divine love, divine peace. I invite you to look through your body and check out the sensations in a mindfulness meditation sort of way. Look and see if your shoulders are holding tight like mine are. You might relax them. If they wish to be relaxed, you might take a nice deep breath and let your shoulders relax if they wish to. And your legs and your feet upon the floor. Feel any tension or stress in your legs and your feet. And breathe deeply. There is no fear, no stress in the presence of oxygen. There is no fear, there's no stress in the presence of oxygen. So we allow ourselves to breathe deeply, really fill up, tank up on air, and relax. Other time. Relax. You might allow my voice to be a voice for prayer within you to the extent that you're comfortable with that. I'm so blessed and so grateful for all the good things in my life. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy of peace of mind. And so I release anything that is upsetting me, any judgments I have. I take a deep breath and I release them. Anything that I think should be different about this moment, take a deep breath and I release that judgment. I am worthy. I am worthy of the abundance of the universe. The presence of goodness is within me. This is an abundant universe, and I am a blessed one to be here. I'm a chosen one to be here. I'm grateful to be here, and I am worthy. And if you'll take a nice deep breath and relax into your worthiness. I am worthy. Allow those words to float through your consciousness as you take one more deep breath. I am worthy. We focus upon our breathing. If thoughts intrude, we just let them come and go. We pay no attention to the thinking. The thinking is doing the thing that it does. We pay no attention to it. Instead, we focus upon the sensations in our body of the breathing. We pay attention to the sensations in our body of the sitting or standing we're doing. Or if we're at home, perhaps we're laying down. We focus upon the sensations. The sensations of life are delicious to get us out of our heads and our judgment zone. We focus upon the sensations mindfully. We are in mindfulness meditation now. And we notice whether or not there are any emotions or feelings we're having. They're all good. Happiness, sadness, grief, upset, anger, they're all fine. We just notice, there's peace. There's anger. Fine. All those emotions and feelings are safe in my consciousness, for I am in charge, and I am worthy. I am abundant. I am so blessed. These feelings, they come and go, especially when I pay no attention to them except just to feel them. Don't have to worry about where they came from or who did what to whom. No. That ego mind stuff is stuff of the past. I focus instead, with a deep breath, I focus upon the way my body feels. the way my legs feel in the chair, the way my feet feel in my shoes or my sandals or on the carpet. Perhaps I am feeling a breeze that's blowing or not. And I allow it to be there and to feel the nice deep breath of I am worthy. Dear friends, you are worthy. You are so very worthy. And so now we open up our hearts and minds to the divine source of energy as we prepare to sing the prayer that Yeshua gave us, the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from error. For the kingdom and the power and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen.
Very nice. Let's try it. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone must change. Nothing stays the same. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold, 'cause that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Winter turns to spring, and a wounded heart will heal, never much too soon. Yes, everything must change. The young become the old. mysteries do unfold. 'Cause that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, hummingbirds do fly, and music makes me cry. And Joanne's awesome. You're so awesome. Where have you been all my life? Joanne, you're fabulous. Oh, boy. Everything must change. I love that song. Yeah. I've got a funny story I can tell you about it afterwards over coffee outside. Yeah, I was going to, it's about the author was Bernard Eigner. Quincy Jones sang it, and George Benson sang it. You can find it on YouTube. They sang it a little bit better than a skosh better than I do. But that's, they get paid the big bucks for it. But Bernard Eigner, great song, great composer. I will tell you a story about him afterwards, how he called me up to talk about the song. So anyways, I love to start my talks with a little bit of humor. I love to laugh in the morning. How about you? So this couple had been married for over 50 years without a single argument. They were famous in the entire area. Someone asked the gentleman, I think a reporter came and said, "What's the secret of your success? Is it true you haven't had an argument in 50?" "That's right, never had it." "Well, how did that happen?" And he said, well, the man explained that their honeymoon was a trip down the Grand Canyon. And they got on their horses and they went down. The wife's horse refused to go. And so she got down off her horse and she went up to the front of him and she said, "That's one." And they started riding off together. And after a while, her horse stumbled and nearly threw her. She got down off the horse and she said, right in the horse's face, "That's two." And they went on a while further, and the horse stopped and refused to go any further. The young bride got down off the horse and shot that horse dead. "Well, I went crazy," said the old man. "I said, you can't shoot a good horse like that, dead like that." And she looked me straight in the eye and said, "Honey, I love you. That's one." Now, Amy Neff, is that what you told Ron all those years ago? That's one. Reverend Ron Neff is with us, and Amy Neff, wonderful license teacher. So glad you're here. My classmate. These two loving people. A little known, and you might not even remember this, but when I first showed up at Unity Village at the seminary, I had some kind of a crazy skin condition. I was a mess. They took me into their home, and they nurtured me. Ron put me in a bath of Epsom salts, and it was, yeah, loving, wonderful people. So glad you're in my life and honored you're here with me today. So everything must change. Everything seems to change, doesn't it? Lots of change happening around here, right? Lots of change happening. You've had some terrific ministers here. Reverend Diane and Reverend Bodie are great ministers. I've known them both for many years. Diane and I go back to Unity of the Palm Beaches. Judy Brocious, Judy Aaliyah, it was in that church as well, at Unity of the Palm Beaches. And many years ago, there was a minister even before Reverend Diane, and I really resonated with that guy. This is back when you all were a little storefront over in Juno Beach. Anybody remember that? I can't remember the name of the minister, but he was so good. Yeah. Bailey? Could be. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, wherever you are, thank you. He was good. And then Julie Considine, one of my best friends in life, former wife, and the mother of three of my wonderful children. She would always bring me here, right, when I was in town. You remember Julie? She was absolutely is wonderful. Lives in Hendersonville now. You might remember, some of you, if you know us well, our marriage was really challenging at times, and our divorce was much worse. It was not a happy. It was divorces that I don't know if you know this or not, but divorces aren't always fun, and ours definitely met the bill for that. And yet, get this, when I was driving down here to be here, to move down here to Delbert, to West Palm Beach, this area. Julie calls me up and invites me to come stay with her for a couple, come stay for a couple, 3 nights, as long as you want. We will hang out. How do these, we had a miraculous time. She was loving and wonderful and pleasant. We had such good, how does that happen? How do miracles like that happen? Well, it's because this stuff works. If you practice what we teach here, this stuff works. Forgiveness works. Love works. Setting boundaries works. Talking clearly and honestly and having integrity with each other works. Creative visualization. We both did a lot of that regarding our relationship. It works. It creates heaven on earth. That's what this is about. Not going to heaven when we die. It's about being in heaven right now. I think she's watching. We love you, Julie. And Natalie's with her, our daughter. We love you. So, this stuff works. So, this is all about spiritual techniques for happiness and success that we teach here. It didn't happen right away, by the way. You have to really kind of work at it. You have to work at the meditation and the creative visualization and give time, and all becomes well and healed. I just want you to know this about Reverend Diane and Reverend Bodie. They care about you. They have given their lives. They have given their lives to the transformation of all humanity. That's what unity is about. From becoming victims to becoming powerful, happy, loving, and effective people. That's what unity is about. That's what Reverend Diane's about. That's what Reverend Bodie's about. I was in class with Reverend Bodie for 2 years. We were golf buddies. Never beat him once. Not once, Ron. No, he was a terrific golfer. And a great guitar player and singer, and we had a lot of fun together. And Reverend Diane and I were on the board of Unity of the Palm Beaches, back when they were going through, the mushroom clouds were happening on South Flagler Drive back in those days. We did the best we could to try to keep that church one piece. And we learned a lot together. Her son Zach and my son Patrick hung out a lot in the same programs, and Zach stayed at our house often, and so yeah, Diane and I go back. And so now we face the facts of life, you and I, that everything seems to change all the time, doesn't it? Everything and everyone is changing in every moment. The world is a swirl with atoms rearranging themselves in your body right now, ever since you sat down. Every seven years, they say that our bodies will be totally different because of the atoms in the cells that are rebuilding. Everything. Everything, Bernard Agner says and wrote in this beautiful song, everything must change. As the song goes, but mysteries do unfold. I like that, mysteries do unfold. We are wise to live in the mystery, by the way. To savor the mystery, to be open, like Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. If you haven't read the book, it's a great book to study, Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. To be open, to savor the mystery. What's going to happen with my spiritual home? I've loved this place. I don't like this change, one might say, yet I'm told by Quincy Jones and George Benson, who sang this song, everything must change. I have a love-hate relationship with this song, just so you know. I love the song, and I'm not too sure I like what it means. I really dislike that Ozark is over. Did you watch Ozark? I watched it at least twice. I want to marry Laura Linney in an alternative universe. Laura Linney and my bromate, what's his name? Jason Bateman. Yeah. A friend of mine works with him. They're shooting a movie, and he says Bateman is amazing as a human being, not just as an actor. But and then The Sopranos. What happened in that final scene? And everything changed my life. Like, oh no, it was gone. And then finally, Breaking Bad. Like they finally put everyone in their misery out of their misery with Breaking Bad. Like I would watch that. You watch that? I watched it week after week, thinking, okay, this time he'll make a good decision and change his life for the better. And every time, like, no, he made it worse. How did he do that? Oh my Lord, this guy. And people say, well, why are you watching it? Great drama. I love the drama of it. And I actually started to watch it a second time, and I said, oh, I don't think I can do this a second time. And the honeymooners ended. What was that all about? Why, I complained. Why would you end this, Jackie? Why? I felt sad when each of them died. Like part of my life, Jackie Gleason, Audrey Meadows, Art Carney. I don't like that kind of change. No, not one bit. And what's Jerry Lewis without Dean Martin? That was a stunning change. It broke my 8-year-old heart. It broke my heart. I used to watch them every week, and what do you mean they broke up? What will they do? John Belushi was a fixture on Saturday Night Live on Saturday nights, and his death ended the best run that SNL has ever had, I think. Everything is always changing. And Lucy without Desi never made any sense to me. She needed that straight man walking in. She needed that, it seemed. Change is crazy. Here's a change. Remember Chunky bars? Chunky, what, a chunk of chocolate? Yeah, sure. They were one, I used to love them. But they used to be bigger then. They were bigger and not as expensive now. They're not as chocolatey now. I don't like that kind of change. Remember Howard Johnson's? Where did all the Hojos go? Yeah, amazing. No one did a cool scoop of ice cream like Hojos. No one did that. I hate change like that. Anything, okay, some of you will argue with me, anything after Windows 95 was a useless change. I still want Windows 95 to come back. Larry's going crazy back here. I just know. No. Don't mess with my desktop, Mr. Google. I don't want your toolbar. I don't want your update. Leave my computer alone, Bill Gates. Bill Gates loves change. Yep, he loves change. Right now, I used to have Unity of Silicon Valley in San Jose, and I had IT people in my church. I can promise you that right now, there are hundreds of IT people in Silicon Valley conspiring to change your computer settings. They think of you a lot. And your phones, they want to change your phones. You like them how they are. Everything must change. That's the motto of Silicon Valley. Everything must change. I know, because they attended my church out there. Anybody recall when penny candy was actually like a penny? When you got penny candy for penny? I don't like that. I don't like that kind of change. Airplanes, you might remember this. Your travel. Airplanes used to have plenty of empty seats. I like that. Now it's like sardines in there. That's a very uncomfortable change. My favorite Unity minister, who became my best friend, Richard Barnes, got AIDS and died. Changed the world. He was the minister at Unity of Delray Beach for a good while, and then we started a Church of Today of the Palm Beaches, and he became our minister there. And then he was hired by, who's the guy in Butterworth? Butterworth, the great Butterworth. He hired as his associate to go to New York and take over the church for Butterworth. When Butterworth retired, he got AIDS, died. I was there about a week before he died. Hate that kind of change. It was hard. Hard when our friends make their transition. And it seems the older I get, the more I see that happening. I remember a time I got laid off from a job once. Don't like that kind of change at all. Very uncomfortable, lots of fear. Maybe some of us here have experienced that kind of thing. I won't ask you for a showing of hands, but I suspect that a bunch of us have had that. I love being a father with lots of kids around the house. I would come in, if Natalie's watching, you remember, I would come in from the office about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and all the kids in the neighborhood would be there, Ron. They loved to come to our place. It was like we were like the community center, and they would be there eating out of the refrigerator and just being good kids. I love that. Julie loved that. We loved having the kids there. And then, one by one, they went off to college. Yeah, and then they were gone. I experienced that empty nest thing. No fun. One of the hardest, that was probably the hardest change of my entire life, having the kids leave. Divorces, sicknesses, parents dying. We humans have lots of painful changes in life. Can you remember when your favorite band broke up. The Beatles. For me, it was the Beatles. What a shock. I was shocked. Everyone, and especially me, blamed Yoko Ono. How dare she? She messed up Lennon, and she broke up the Beatles. That damn Yoko, I couldn't stand her for years, probably a better part of a decade. Couldn't stand her, Michael. And then it was Lennon and Yoko. And then Paul McCartney later got the bad press. That's how huge change is greeted by the ego mind. Who's the bad guy? Who did this to us? Who's at fault? How did we allow this to happen? I was angry at Yoko Ono for years. And then, and I'm preparing this talk. It's so great. I went on YouTube. Have you heard of this thing called YouTube? Very cool. I went on, and there's Ringo Starr being interviewed by Ellen. Oh, it's great. It's very funny. Take my word for it. Watch Ringo Starr on Ellen being interviewed. He said, we quit because we all wanted to. Wasn't one guy. We had been working together steadily for 8 years, on the road, pretty much. We couldn't even hear each other play anymore because of all the screaming. He explained that he kept time when all the girls would be out there screaming. He couldn't hear a thing from the band. He said, Ellen asked him, well, how would you keep time? He said, I'd watch John's butt or Paul's arse. He said, well, they would be, singing, Hard Day's Night like this. I would watch their butts. And and then I would hear, ooh, and he said, well, we're there now, okay. That's how he was able to keep track of the song, by watching their body movements and by listening for Paul to go, ooh. He said, oh, we're there now. It's a hilarious interview. I recommend it to you highly. And all that time, I spent condemning Yoko Ono. I was sure that that's the way things were. How dare she cause this change in my life? Not a bit of it was true. The judgment machine that works Yogi Desai, my friend Yogi Amrit Desai, calls it the reactive mind. Reactive mind comes up with these judgments that are just about, and the problem with the judgments for us is that it gets the unhappy chemicals moving in the body. The unhappy chemicals that cause ulcers and cancer and all kinds, make us sick and ruin our day. So it's important that we watch for those unhappy chemicals. And we go, I'm judging again. That's what great thing about mindfulness. Oh, I'm judging again. Okay. And then, I'm condemning myself for judging. Don't, you just breathe. And we'll talk about this, and if I'm invited back again, we'll talk more about the mindfulness thing. But do look up Ringo Starr and Ellen, and hilarious. See, that's the way it is with churches moving. That's the way it is with ministers leaving or getting fired. That's how we in the congregation were pointing fingers at everybody. I've seen it so many churches. Churches at war with themselves. I was at Detroit Unity Temple. God bless them. I love them dearly. But every church is at war with itself over stuff like this. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you in. Don't be like Yoko Ono. Just no one's at fault. It just happens. Everyone, I say this, everyone is doing the best they can with what they know to do. Everyone. I know Reverend Diane did. I know that Reverend Bodie, they have just the best of intentions because that's who they are. I know them. And I know the ministers before them had the best. I know your board has the best of intentions. I knew Julie Baum. I don't know if you remember her going back when she was on the board. The best of intentions for decisions that were made. And so now the judgment machine that in my psyche makes it wrong and spends all this time, just like I spent blaming Yoko Ono, I'll blame that board member, that minister. They're at fault. So the question for us today is, how do we be? How do we be in the face of the changes that happen in our lives? What to think, how to be. I'm going to start by being mindful. Our job is to catch ourselves in the judgments and let them go. See, you're not responsible for your first thought. That just kind of happens. But you are responsible for your second thought. You get that? I mean, a thought comes to mind, oh, damn them. Oh, now what will I do with that? I take a deep breath. I'll just let that go. If I'm taking responsibility for my life and my own happiness, and I'm in charge of my happiness, and if I want to be happy and feel good, I will take the stop. There I go again, judging. There's that. And don't make yourself wrong either. Don't judge yourself for being a judgmental person. No, it's just a judgment machine going on. Oh, there's that judgment machine again. I'm going to enjoy my walk in nature today. I'm going to enjoy calling a friend. I'll enjoy some music. I'll enjoy a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm not going to be invested in how bad things are or how bad they made them. Everything changes. The issue for us is, what do we do? How do we be in the face of significant change? Do we sing that old song, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to? You know the rest of it. You would cry too if it happened to you. Do we do that? Do we do that? Or, I'm sure some of you have asked yourselves, what's going to happen with my spiritual home now that Reverend Diana is gone, or now that Reverend Bodie is gone, or now that we're leaving this beautiful place? Mysteries do unfold. What's going to happen with my life? What's going to happen this week? Will that project at work be successful? Will the deal I'm making will it ever get closed? Will my family member heal or get worse? How will we get the rent money this month and next? All these, I don't know. If you're worried about something, it's time to change your mind to something good is about to happen. I know it. Would you repeat that with me? Something good is going to happen today. Something good is going to happen today. Something good. Now feel it. Yeah, I mean today. I don't mean just to say out loud, how are you doing unity, but not like an affirmation you repeat, but like you mean it. Like, what time is it? 11:22. Now, something good is going to happen from 11:22 on today. Okay, you get that? Feel it in your vibrational frequency of joy. Something good is going to happen today in my life. I wonder what it's going to be. I saw Jim Rosemergy at Unity of Blue Water. He spoke. He's the author of Even Mystics Have Bills to Pay. I love that. And he spoke. He's got a new book called The Confessions of a Christian Heretic. And he said, live in the mystery. Live in the mystery. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be something, though. Be something good. Something, and just hold to that. If you have to repeat it to yourself every hour, something good is going to happen for me today. Together, something good is going to happen for me today. When you go out to the car and you get in the car before you start up, something good is going to happen for me today. And what do you do when you get home to what before you get out of the car? Yeah, thank you. I think you're getting it. Yes. Is that a useless affirmation? No. It's a statement of my intention right now, because your thoughts and your vibrational frequency create your life. That's the way it goes. Because I'm in charge of my thinking, and my thinking creates my life. I am in charge of my, did you know that? I am in charge of my thinking, and my thinking creates my life. Together, I am in charge of my thinking, and my thinking creates my life. We want to say, no, it was my first wife that did that. Or there was that rotten guy who didn't, keep his word at the office. They're the reason that my life stinks. No. I'm in charge of my thinking, and my thinking creates my life. Know that for yourself. I don't know what wonderful thing will happen today, but I'm open and awake and aware and actively looking for it. We can live in the fear about these changes, these challenges, or we can try to become optimistic. That can be difficult at times. And so that's why Rosemergy, who was the vice president, I think, at Unity Village when we were there, he says, live in the mystery. Have it be okay that you don't know. Live in the mystery. And with eyes wide open, looking around, what are the possibilities for me now? What are the possibilities for me now? That's another one to say. What are the possibilities for me now? I'm looking around to find out what they are. Yeah. Change your mind, change your life. Be mindful and notice if your mind is worrying and say, no, that's enough. No more worry. No, that's enough. No more. You want to say that with me? No, it's enough. No more worry. No, that's enough. No more worry. You be in charge of your mind. I'm going to live in the mystery. I'm going to be wide awake and looking for the good things that's on their way to me. Here's the thing. You know what worry is? Worry is creatively visualizing something that you don't want to have happen. It's calling it to you in your life. Creative visualization is very powerful. Einstein talked about how powerful creative visualization is. So if you're going to worry about stuff bad, so what will we do to pay the rent? We could be out on the street. Oh, good, that's one to hold. Yeah, hold that one. We'll be out in the street. You know, imagine that. I'll focus about I'm going to be on the street. No. Imagine yourself with money pouring in and a great place to live. Visualize it. I didn't know where I was going to live when I came down here. It was really getting tough because the rents are going crazy here. You notice that? And I just kept visualizing. You know that. I just kept visualizing something good happening. And bada bing, bada boom. Something good happened. Live in the mystery. Be here now in this present moment mindfully. I do spiritually based counseling, and one of my modalities I teach is mindfulness meditation. I do workshops for spiritual centers, and I do spiritually based counseling for clients privately. Something good is going to happen for me today is important for us all to have in our lives. I wonder what it will be. Then be in the mystery and wait for it. Take all of your focus off the problem, off your worries, and go to gratitude. Can I say this too often? Go to gratitude. Book of Psalms. The guy who wrote, or the woman who wrote the book of Psalms, knew the law of attraction. Said, in all things, give thanks. In all things, give thanks. Not for all things, not happy for all things, but in all things, find something to be grateful for. In all things, the psalmist wrote, 3,000 years ago? In all things, give thanks. He understood the law of attraction. Get away from your problems and go to what you're grateful for. We're told to get our mental focus off the bad stuff. We want to avoid and put our focus on the good stuff that we already have. Count your blessings. Yeah, chunky bars aren't much to write home about anymore. But now be thankful for something. Okay, chunky bars aren't much anymore. What can I be grateful for? Okay, things change, but there's something good happening, I know. I miss chunky bars, but guess what? What took the place of chunky bars? Oh, Ghirardelli squares. Have you tried a Ghirardelli? They're awesome. Now, there's something to be thankful for. Here, in fact, I even brought you some Ghirardelli squares. Who wants somebody to pass these out? Here's, have some Ghirardelli squares. Maybe you'd help pass those out? Yeah, those are awesome. Much better than chunky. Ghirardelli squares, the best. Have one, enjoy them. I don't want to take. Now, we teach you that giving is receiving. So I'm driving here today, and I had this thought. A lot of times I get like a Trader Joe's extra dark chocolate. I wanted an extra dark chocolate. Where will I get one? I want some chocolate. Wait a second. I got Ghirardelli squares right here. So I reached into one of these bags. I pulled out an extra dark chocolate one. Better than Trader Joe's. Better than chunky chocolate. And I thought to myself, look at that. Giving is receiving. I'm giving you guys Ghirardelli, and look, I wanted bada bing, bada boom. This is why I come to Unity for stuff like, for the chocolate. I come for the chocolate. So, change your mind, change your life. Get over the chunky bars. Go for the good stuff. Look for the Ghirardelli in all your problems. In all things, give thanks. Look for something to be grateful for all the time. Change your mind, change your life. Together, I change my mind, I change my life. Some might say, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Some might say, this church was so great. We've had a great past. Too bad. Hear me. This spiritual community is a place for great futures. It's not about a great past. Yeah, you had a great past. But this spiritual community is a place for great futures. You want a great future? This is the place to be. This is the place to be. Not this building, but this consciousness, this group of relationships, these teachings, these practices that we call Unity of Jupiter. This is a place with a great past, sure. But most importantly, this is a place where great futures are created. Yours and mine. Your thinking creates your life. Stay awake, be mindful, change your mind, you'll change your life. Buenos dias. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. All right. So, shall we take an offering? The treasurer thinks we should take an offering. Imagine that. I'm going to do something religious.
Very much, John. You know, you reminded me this week I picked up a book I hadn't, that I started reading about 40 years ago. And it's one of my top 5 books, like The Four Agreements.
Yeah.
And it's called Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And I can remember back then, and I'm talking in like the 70s and 80s, one of my favorite sayings was, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Now I rewrote that. Every day, in every way, I become stronger, healthier, and more abundant. And but thank you very much. Appreciate that. Now it's time to move into our time of abundance. We move to celebrate the abundance and opportunity to give back from our abundance. There are many ways to give back in our church here. We have the website, the QR code, PayPal. We even have a phone number for donations, 561-581-1119. You can also use your credit card at the bookstore. So now, if you'll take a moment and take your offering out of your pocket, it's time to give back from our sacred abundance. If you're planting the seeds for your own prosperity by giving back to God from the abundance that He has already provided you. Take a breath, breathe deeply into your gift, and thank God that you have this gift to give. And affirm with me our offertory blessing, which may not be on the screen. Okay. Divine love through me blesses me and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I receive. Thank you very much. And there's baskets.
All right. I think this is a very appropriate song given today's message. I'm through asking where I'm going. I've been asking all my life. I've grown tired of all this wondering when everything seems to turn out right. So when my mind needs something to do, wants to know the future, I whisper this: I'm okay. I've always been, and I'll always be that way. So here comes nothing. I'm taking a chance. I'm opening up, knowing that I'm in good hands. Here goes everything. It's all on the line. But I'm not afraid this time. Some say it's crazy, some say naive, to close my eyes and take the leap. But I know better, 'cause I believe, even in the dark, my soul can see. So when my mind plays its usual game, oh, my answer's always the same. So here goes nothing, I'm taking a chance, I'm opening up, knowing that I'm in good hands. Here goes everything, it's all on the line, but I'm not afraid this time. Here goes nothing, I'm taking a chance, I'm opening up, knowing that I'm in good hands. Here goes everything, it's all on the line, but I'm not afraid this time. I'm not afraid this time. No, I'm not afraid this time. I'm okay. I've always been, and I'll always be that way. I'm okay. I've always been, and I'll always be that way. That is a Daniel Nehemiah song.
Oh, I love Daniel Nehemiah. Thank you, Michael. That's really wonderful. Oh, goosebumpy. I love it, Tim. Okay. So did we take up a collection? Did we do that? We did that, and I should bless it, I think. Yeah, okay. Good, yes. All right, we give thanks for the blessings in our lives and the blessings of this wonderful spiritual center. Thank you, God, for blessing us with all this abundance. We are worthy of it. We are grateful for this abundance in our lives. We're grateful to be able to share it with our spiritual center. To give where we are spiritually fed, and to bless this and to create this place for generations to come. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So be it, and so it is. Right. Now, do we have children, or how does that? No children. Okay, good. We love you, children. We love and bless and appreciate you. Thank you for being with us today. Great, wonderful. All right, we'll do our peace song now.